reality. And you may see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it lasts a long while. Won't you please tell me?
I'm off to a great start. Drop the pins. Okay. Riddle me this, Joey Sinko. Would you rather pee out a marble or poop out a softball? Wow. That's a question for my father. Let's call him. How's everybody doing out there today? Everybody good? Cool.
Hello?
Dad, what are you doing?
Oh, just doing a few things around the house, getting ready to go to the bank.
Hey,
What's going on, Joey?
I got a question. Riddle me this. Would you rather pee out a marble or poop out a softball?
Well, you know, actually the AMA, the American Medical Association, ran a test and there was like 2,700 people in the test.
Right.
And 2,300 of them would rather pee it out a marble than poop out a softball. So, I can't believe that you just called. I just read about that last week.
Oh, you did? All right, Dad. Thanks for your help on that. What's good with the twins video? It's coming out soon. It's good. I've been working on it for 3 years. I'm excited to share it with everyone. And yeah, some people like it, some people won't. We don't know. But I'm not going to go into the whole process of it. It's like when you get some nice wine or a good cup of coffee, you're not thinking about what was the crazy process for this to get here. It's just, you like it or you don't like it. That's all. That's all.
The dark stain spreads between their shoulder blades. A mute reminder of the poppy fields and graves. And when the fight was over, we spent what they had made, but in the bottom of our hearts we felt the final cut.
Favorite Greco part, Baker 2G? Funeral song. That was a great question. I actually have an answer for that right off the top of my head. Every Stranger's Eyes by Roger Waters. Great song. Filming with Tom Penny. Well, that's just, you know, that's the dream. Filming with Tom Penny. So thank you, Jim Greco, for that. Filming with Tom Penny. Let's go into this. Okay, we were kicking it, talking, having some coffee, and he was telling me a story about how he's like, back in the day I did a 540 on a boat ramp, and every attempt that I was trying to do it, I would drink a tall elephant beer, and then I would just fly out of the ramp, and I ended up drinking like 10 elephant beers, or it was something along those lines, and he was the best. I mean, like, I still talk to him and Vera on Instagram. They're the best. Okay, so he got hurt a lot, you know, skating. All skaters are beat up a little. His hands were beat up. And when we were just hanging out, he showed me how mangled they were. And I was in Rome. People don't know this, but I, you know, not that they should care really, but I broke my hand. And I was learning how to film again one-handed. And Jim went to bat for me at Supra. And then I tell him, hey, Jim, I broke my hand. And he's like, oh, man, God, let's go get some food. And I, like, had to show up. And I'm like, I think I'm going to be able to film still, don't worry. And I was able to film still. Like, I reconfigured my camera so I could just work with it, having this big ass cast. And we would skate around Rome, and that's just how we got around when we were over there. And I had this terrible cast on, and the broken bone was fresh, so my fingers swelled up like a balloon. And I went up to Jim, I go, dude, Jim, have you ever had something like this happen to you? He goes, no. He was all like, no, Joe. Like, so I did, I just took Advil, and then I kept it elevated the rest of the night. And Tom was like, he's like, Joe, maybe you want to edit some of my footage on my computer. And I was jet lagged, and I was tired, and I was like, trying to help him at the Airbnb like this. And I finally just had it. I was like, dude, I'm looking at my swollen fingers, and I'm just like, hey, Tom, you want to actually help me with this? Like, just hit this part of the keyboard for the next, give him, like, tell him how to do it. He goes, Joey, I can't do it either. My hands are all messed up. He pulled his hands up. And I was like, I'll just help him with this. Anyway, that's some of my Tom Penny, some of my adventures with Tom Penny. Okay, speaking of jobs never, how's it been, like, working with Jim? Intense ride, pretty casual? It's been nothing but a dream, like, really. Like, Jim's the best. I'd rather be out in the streets filming with Jim Greco than, like, on a Spielberg set. I know for a fact this time in my life it's the best ever. So I'm just really enjoying it, and looking forward to the future. Jim and I got a lot of miles left in us, so we got good stuff coming. I'm going to dive into Jim's slam because I know that's something everybody's like got a lot of questions about. So he slammed. I was behind the camera. I said, Jim, are you dead? He goes, oh, I'm done. I go, no, are you dead? He goes, oh, I don't know. I've never felt pain like this. He's Anton Sugar. He drove himself to the hospital. I told him to lay down in the van. He drove the Cadillac there. We parked, went in. Got the diagnosis, which I'm a little hazy on, but he did get pretty hurt. And, oh, fun fact. When we were filming Ludwig and Leandre, Ludwig broke his hand doing a bump to back lip off the same ramp, and we actually parked in the same exact spot when Jim and I drove Ludwig to the hospital. Deja vu. It was crazy. So, yeah, that's just a little intel on the back lip. Behind the scenes. Is there a company you take an offer from to film skateboarding full time? You know, I have some dreams, but I'm good with my crew. I got the best crew ever. Okay, favorite part, Ludwig and Leandre. Jim directed that video, and he was really on top of the cinematography. It was just, I've never felt more pushed in my life behind the camera, and Jim was just like, we got to get like this, go about it this way. And it was just, he was also very artful how he went about it, and it's one of my favorite videos, Ludwig and Leandre. And Leandre actually broke his foot when we were filming it. We had a short deadline. And Ludwig broke his hand when we were filming it. That was funny. I called up my mother-in-law. Yeah, I called up my mother-in-law. Tamara, I go, hey, this guy broke his foot, this guy broke his hand. She goes, man, these guys suck. I thought it was pretty funny. But they don't suck. We love them. Leandre was trying to do a regular footed backside flip over a trash can. We don't know his stance. We don't know Leandre's stance. Yeah, so we were filming it, Jim and I was rolling, and we were getting like a tracking shot. So Jim was operating how we go about doing that, and he said to me, he goes, Leandre slammed. He went, oh, and Jim goes, oh, he's done. I go, how do you know? He goes, I could tell by the scream. Jim's very intuitive. He's the best. Favorite graphic. This one's cool. This Jason Lee one, if you can kind of see it. My memory is shit, and he actually spelled that S-H-I-T-E. Have you ever had a guest board or a filmer board out with your name on it? Thanks for doing this. Shalom. No, but I had this board. I did it for some art gallery in New York. This girl gave me a 35mm camera, and I just took a photo. I used up the the whole roll, and then I picked one photo to put on it. And it's just a photo of my old room with boards and stickers. It's very meta. It's just kind of what you're seeing right now. Yeah, I got the Jeremy Klein board on there. Let's see here. What project am I most proud of? I don't know. Working with Jim, everything, yeah. Helping him, and then the stuff I've done myself, like my web series, Not Now John. I'm proud of that. I was very, like, it's not perfect, but I tried to be very honest. It's a story about a guy living in LA. Actually, no. I did a video on my best friend Keenan. Yeah, Keenan Katzdaber. I grew up skating with him. It's called Spaghetti and Meatballs. I did one. Yeah, I'm proud of that one. Or no, I did a movie with this guy who's an alcoholic. He's sober now, but it's a 15-minute short called Something Different. It's about a guy, a day in the life of an alcoholic. That was fun. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I feel crazy answering that question, actually. What else is on here? You played Tarantino in a film. Let's see that impression. I don't know if I could do the impression, but I did. I've acted in some indie stuff. That's all, you know. I mean, it's just tapping into that theatrical leaning. You know, some people do it, some people don't. Actually, sort of. Yeah, actually, I do have a little bit part in this one independent movie. Well, no, he's the brother to Derek Martini, who directed Limelight, and he co-wrote it with him, and he did editing on it, and now he's directing his own movie, and it's pretty crazy. Seems pretty fun, so we'll see what's up with that. But what's really on my heart is this. It's coming out very soon. How do you pick songs for the Oats? Well, it's usually rooted to something nostalgic that drives it. For example, when I did the Jeff Raleigh edit, I remember he had an Airwalk commercial doing a lip slide down a big-ass rail out of an apartment building. It's the same one Arto from Boarded and Sorry. And he was skating to Youth Brigade. And this was back before Shazam, or I had no idea what the song was, but I remember I always wanted to hear more, and I forget somewhere down the line I heard the whole Youth Brigade song, and I said, damn, dude, that would have been sick if, like, Jeff skated to that, like, the full song. So, you know, he never did, so that's kind of how some of those ideas are sparked. Oh, one question was, how do I go about doing why did I go about Corey Duffel's Ode a little differently from the rest? I just felt kind of experimental, and I wanted to put myself in there, almost like a correspondent, but not a correspondent, almost just like a skater hanging out, and I wanted people to kind of live vicariously through me. Hanging out with Corey, eating ramen, seeing his family, driving around. He showed me all the crazy spots he skated, and it was a blessed experience. And Corey and I, we loved The Simpsons, and that was one of our bonds. Like the classic Simpsons. We're big fans of it. And that was it. It was just a special thing to be a part of, and Corey gave me a lot of freedom with that. Like, he trusted me, and the more he trusted me, the more I wanted him involved. I like to be inclusive when I make stuff. I don't like to, you know the deal. Yeah, you know, sometimes we do. We'll send each other videos. Corey and I will send each other text messages of us peeing in sinks. You know, if the bathroom's bombed out, you know, it's like, why do I want to touch that toilet, lift that? Like, anyway. You were supposed to win the HK commemorative retirement deck. So this is how the Ode started, in case you care or you want to know. Transworld did a contest, top 10 tricks with Heath Kirchart. I submitted the contest. I did an edit. I lost. Heath left a comment saying this one should have won, and he linked mine, and I knew it was him because he just wrote Heath. He didn't write Heath Kirchart, so it was him, and Boosh from Skate Talk Live backed it up. He told me that. Anyway, long story short, that was just like a cool, that was better than winning the deck. Just getting that, you know, validation from somebody who was kind of the best in the business, you know, so. And then that led to a long edit of Heath, and then Ian from Jenkem hit me up. And he's always hitting me up. He likes me doing those odes. It's kind of like I'm his personal DJ or skateboard curator. He really has encouraged me to keep doing them, and I just like to do them, and you know, they get people hyped. You know, skaters like them because they see I'm a skate nerd and they see my passion put into them. That's all. You know, Not everybody likes them, but you know what I mean. Oh, right. So, rewind a little bit. Before the Trans World Contest, there was the Stay Gold premiere, and I interned at Soul Tech, and I would get freelance gigs. So I went over there and filmed it for Timothy Nikoloff, and I actually archived all the footage for his Stay Gold part at Soul Tech, and I didn't even know why I was doing it. Like, I was just archiving it all, and I saw him at the Stay Gold premiere, and then his part was the first thing that came up. And I was there to film the hype of the audience, and Ed Templeton was there, and Heath didn't have a tag, and they were trying to pull him out, and Heath's like, I just want to watch this part real quick, and they were like trying to pull him out. It was so funny. Anyway, watched the video right next to him. That was kind of a special moment. And then I just, you know, I got all hyped and gave him a kiss, and he thought it was funny. Then I started maybe saying something complimentary, and then it was like, Heath's like, don't go there, don't go there. So I dialed it back, but I could tell he was genuinely like humored by the kiss. I mean, he did a 360 over the mega ramp, and I'm looking at it, and then he's there, and I'm just like, you know, Italian kiss on the cheek, and that's that story. And then that was kind of like, yeah, it was kind of a cool story. And then, yeah, one of the questions I get asked a lot, who's one of the favorite people that you film? And, you know, aside from the obvious, like, I like to film Jeremy Klein because he is so determined, and there's just no bullshit. We just get to the spot. We're there super early. The spot is something probably nobody's ever skated, and Klein's just very focused and determined. Don't ask him a lot of questions when he's skating, and he'll skate for 5 hours straight until he makes it. And I'm not even joking, he won't even stop. He will just, I've seen him go for hours on a trip, just, and he eats a lot of shit. Like, I mean, he is the slam master, and I don't mean that in a negative way. He tries gnarly things, he slams, gets up, tries it again. How many tries for his back 360? He did that pretty fast, and he did it so well too. He just really
stayed in.
Yeah, and that was that was a great filming experience, actually. We would go to Chamsut Ghoul, and you know, we party a little bit, we talk, we throw shot glasses and stuff, and just joke around and have fun. One of my favorite stories with some of the skaters that I filmed is with Ludwig. We would go write fake parking tickets and put it on people's cars. We'd basically get a McDonald's receipt, put it in the actual envelope that the city of Los Angeles puts in the car, and then people would walk over and we'd spy on them and watch them be like, oh, I got a ticket, and let me try and FaceTime him. Oh, he didn't join. That's okay, but look, we do a lot of FaceTime conversations with each other on my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch me and Ludwig shoot the shit, come on over. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Do you want something to eat? All right.